7 in a 9 video series made by me, Hoop Revolution, for the beginner hooper. This one is going to be really kind of your first legitimate trick of the series, and it's super fun and exciting. It's also a little bit in that criteria of what I call hoop origami. So it's once you get it, it's like, oh, this is totally easy. What was I breaking my brain over? But at first it can be a little bit tricky. So just be prepared to kind of let yourself be in that, you know, kind of push through moment. All right, so here's the move. It's a horizontal weave, or I call it the Tinkerbell because it kind of looks like Tinkerbell. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want. So in order to be able to do this move, you have to be able to hoop in your hand. And if you missed that video, go back a few and you'll find it. So you want to have an easy hooping in the hand overhead before you try this move. Okay, so let's walk through it. I'm going to do it first from the side. So I'm hooping in my right hand. Now this is a good one to start off with after you've done your lift up, but you do want to use a lighter hoop. So I'll leave it to your discretion whether you want to start hooping in the hand with your lighter hoop or if you want to do it from a lift up. If you're hooping in your hand to start off with, you want to look up and make sure you're going the correct direction for this hand. So for the horizontal weave of the version I'm going to teach you, there's another one where you go the other direction. But for this one, you want the hoop to be coming to the inside of your body. So I've got the hoop in my right hand, and I'm watching the hoop as it goes from my right side to my left side. So that's how you know that it's going the correct direction for this move. I should be able to sweep my hand across to see it go across the front of my body. So from the back, it'll look like this. So it's coming from my right side across to the left when it's in my right hand. Got it? Okay, good. So in the left hand, it'll be the other direction. So now I've got this way of seeing the hoop as it comes from my right side across my body. I want to spot the hoop as it's coming around from the back of me towards the front. So right as it's coming to this position, and you can even start by holding it here for a moment if you're using a nice light hoop and walking it through, yeah? So I want to start moving the hoop around in front of me from this position across. So right as I see it come into that position right there, and I feel it on my palm, I'm going to sweep it around towards my belly and back up. A useful thing to think of is that I'm going to lead with my elbow. So as I come in, I'm leading with the elbow. So the elbow comes in, forward, and back. In, forward, and back. In, forward, and back. So that's one piece of it, is that you're leading with your elbow. The other piece is that you're using your fingers and your hand to curl towards your waist. So your hand does this. It starts here, it's got the hoop in it. It curls under and then back up. You want your grip to be really, really soft. So you can literally do this with one finger because you're following the motion of the hoop, yeah? So a nice soft grip in towards the belly. Make sure you're leaning forward to leave space for the hoop to come in towards your belly. If you're using a bigger hoop for this, then you really have to lean forward so there's more space. And yeah, that's pretty much it. One of the common things that happens with this move is that most people will try to flip their wrist, which ends up flipping the hoop, which is also a super cool move, but it's not this one, yeah? So if you find your hoop flipping like that, you're not doing a horizontal weave, you're doing a flip of some sort, yeah? So that just comes from you, instead of bringing the hoop in and up, that would come from you flipping the hoop over. So you guys see the difference? So to do the horizontal weave, you want your hand to come in, elbow forward, up. If the hoop ends up flipping, you're doing this and then up, which is also cool. So, you know, if that's happening, go with it. So here we got The hoop going to the left, horizontal weave or Tinkerbell this direction. So going the other way, because I'm getting the Popeye arm now. Gotta go the other way. Now, I've got the hoop in my left hand. The hoop is now going from my left side across to my right. So you guys see that? Left side across to my right. So same thing, as it's coming around behind me, I'm bringing it forward, in towards my belly, back up. Forward, in towards my belly, back up. But definitely want to practice this one going in both directions, both hands. You can do this move with the same hand and the other direction. It just has a little bit more of a twist. I think it's a little bit harder, but you know, you can play with all of the things. All right, that is the horizontal weave or Tinkerbell. Enjoy it. It's crucial for one of the next moves. So make sure you practice it a lot, both hands, both directions, and we'll see you in video 8.